Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards. He's Commander Cockings.
We got a new ship, Stuart. We got a new ship. There you go. He's Captain Foley.
And we're singularly focused on bringing you ships. Not really, because we do reviews and stuff now. But anyway, regardless, we love ships. And we got a new ship with the Season 3 of Strange New Worlds. But it's not a new ship. It's a new ship, but it's not a new ship. It is well known by people who love FASA and other such beta canon. The Larson class. I don't know if they're calling it that, but it's a one-nacelle ship.
Or is it? As in, what do we have here, Stuart? We have these two shots. And what's interesting about this fleet that we got around Starbase 1 is that they used everything and the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink being the Discovery model as well. So when they do new things, like, oh, interesting. And this is a genuinely new asset they did. They didn't just kitbash a Discovery thing. I mean, it probably is a kitbash of a Discovery thing, but like, it's not a configuration we've seen before, so it's actually new. So yeah, tell us about what you thought when you saw it, and what can we take before we see the Larson itself, because it is different, right?
Yeah, I got genuinely excited because this is a ship design that's been floating around for decades, and it's a single nacelle, but it's in a strange configuration, to say the least. Now, in the top image, of course, you see the not Saladin class single nacelle. I think that's the Archer class. But below it, you got the Larson class with the upright single nacelle mounted with two very chunky support struts. Now, they're much chunkier than we've seen from the Larson before, but yeah, it looks great, honestly. I was excited.
And it's, I put this on purpose to see, because one nacelles makes a lot of sense to have a less expensive, less, as in cost to produce, right? Halving number of complicated components to do, etc. But it's so interesting, these two back to back, because the Archer was a 12-person ship. Doesn't feel that small compared to this. We're going to ignore that as a scale reference point because this is not that small, clearly. As in, that doesn't make sense. Ignoring that, but it had, if you recall, a blue Bassard with a point and far more Stranger Worlds nacelles and incredibly thin strut with a giant hole in. Absolutely stupid, absolutely wasteful, makes just bleh. So to have that compared to this, which has stonkingly big struts, red Bassard, no point, and not a Stranger World nacelle, I love seeing them together because they are absolutely different art styles. And yet both I accept reasonably fine. It's interesting how they kind of, yeah, they're so different, but one nacelle, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting because looking at this thing, you almost get a Romulan, like a TOS Romulan bird of prey vibe from it, with the way the edge of that saucer is. But yeah, you can tell by the windows that it's going to be larger than just a 12-person ship. And I do like the beefiness of the nacelles. It's something that I normally wouldn't have thought to do, but I kind of like that it's, because that shot of it from the side and the back there, the lower one, it looks substantive. Like it looks very, very beefy. Like I wouldn't have expected that, because struts, especially in Strange New Worlds, are oddly negative space holes in the struts for some odd reason, and they could have absolutely done that. They have a lot of surface area here. They could have put one big hole in there somewhere, and they chose not to, and I applaud them for that. So
yeah, it's a far more TOS feeling. Well, not really. It good for them. My gut is this is a Clark saucer, because it's unlikely they're going to build a brand new saucer for this. And if you want to Google that briefly, Stuart, because I'm thinking...
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because it's got a slightly different... It's more of a Miranda-style saucer. It's not got the same quite cut in the back, because I'm looking at a picture. Because like the bottom top view feel different, but they give different impressions. So maybe a modified version, because every ship in Discovery is almost never used, right? And we know doesn't mean you know, right, as audience members. So it's absolutely fair enough. But I do like the different shape. It's bulky, but not curved, but not... The back is different. Missing impulse engines, but I can see the slot it should be, and there's nothing happening there. So, right, we haven't been capturing it, right? Maybe it just weren't turned on, as in the VFX forgot whatever. But I think it's probably a Clark saucer with that. But yeah, I mean, the intent is one to sell 2 chunky pylons, which therefore, speaking of, here is the reference point, because, I mean, talk about the history here, because, I mean, that feels like they knew what they're doing. That feels like they're doing this ship. Tells the
Mhm.
history.
Yeah, it's a very simple kit bash. You take a TOS Connie saucer, custom make some struts and kind of a back end for the saucer, and then you just put the cell on. And it's a simple shape, simple design, but it looks really unique and cool from each angle. And yeah, they've got the old FASA illustration here, as well as a comic, and then a 3D render of one. Which again, these are the more refined TOS ones. Like you would assume that the chunkiness cells or the chunky struts would give way to these ones in 5-10 years. So yeah, it's actually really cool, these references.
The problem with that logic is that, again, the single nacelle not Saladin had thin nacelles with a hole in, so the rules of what you think connectivity does not apply here. They just did something, and there it is. I don't think for a second they're thinking it's an old design or something. They're just doing a shape. So whatever, right? But fundamentally, this is this ship, and it's intentional, and it works. Is it attractive? Some. Are any of them attractive? Some. And it was a really easy kit bash, and it's like, that's the joy of TOS, and we've now genuinely got, in 3 seasons, pretty much hit after hit of at least mildly successful non-TOS, TOS-ish ships. They're all not just a kit bash, and not truly the best thing ever. Very apt, another success, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing that interests me is, are we going to see more of this ship in a future episode? Because they put all this time into doing this for like essentially a background asset.
And it might have been only 3 or 4 hours, but still, people got
Yeah.
paid, right?
Yeah, and I would like to see more of it, honestly, because it is such a unique design. I'd like to see it in motion. I think it would look really cool. Bring it on.
I'm wondering, and this is entirely me trying to make it make sense, which is what we do here. I wonder if there could be a sequence, again, if what I'm about to say is therefore logical. If these aren't struts so much as they are struts combined with the torpedo launchers,
Mm.
which is why they're really chonky, and they might be the bit on the top bit next to the Bassard, that's a strut. Bottom bit is torpedoes, and so this thing warps in and it has 2 tubes on either strut to explain the bulkiness, and it becomes a torpedo gunboat designed to warp in quickly and wreak havoc. I would buy that. I would, and then be almost like torpedo magazines, is why they're so big, to house torpedoes and the warp field stuff. I would be down for that. Dramatic, but it could be a cool visual.
Yeah, absolutely would be. And who knows? Maybe they'll come to rescue the Enterprise. Maybe the Enterprise will find a derelict one of these and have to find out what happened to the crew. Like, I want to see it in a future episode. Hopefully this season, but we have season 4 and we have season 5 coming up as well. And if they've built the asset, chances are they're going to reuse the asset. We saw that with these fleet shots as well, with using the Crossfield class from Discovery in the background as well, kind of unchanged. So
It just stood out more. They changed the Europa to a curve nacelle, cool. Everything else is verbatim, that's absolutely fine. There is a Clark, I believe, there's like 2 odd, all Discovery designs have been modified slightly, but this is the only one that stands as being actually new.
And I'm thankful for it, because this is a cool design that I've always liked over the years. I actually have a model of it that somebody built for me, but it's packed away right now.
Because I guess it's never been canon in the sense of it's got no on-screen representation in any form. So at the very least, it makes this design language a tick box. You can now, just fireably add it, right?
Only thing we're missing is a Federation class 3 nacelle, guys. Come on.
Oh, that is true. We've got 4, several ones. Where's the 3? I mean, that'd be a nice twist at the end of season 3.
I see what you did there.
If a big boy comes in and warps in and it's a 3 nacelle and it's got a... And that, I mean, a Stranger Worlds Dreadnought with a bit more bulk, could look really impressive. Okay. If only we had a villain that we had to fight, like the Gorn, and we needed fleet ships. No,
maybe season 3 will end with we're building a new ship, and you see it in dry dock, and it's the 3 nacelled in season 3.
And then we cut to the registry, it's the USS Foley, and you're like,
that won't happen.
Imagine if that happened. You'd be like, how would you react if they're just like, what? What?
I would be amazingly honored, but that's not going to happen. So, but yeah, there you go, guys. The Larson class. Let us know in the comment section if this is a ship you were aware of before this episode. If you noticed it, because I noticed it on first viewing, I was like, oh my god. I was so excited to see it. So let us know in the comment section your history with the Larson class and what you think of it. And by all means, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button on this video, as well as others that you watch, hopefully. And click the notification bell icon to all so you can join us for live discussions, debates, reviews, all the edited stuff as well. And so you don't miss it, click the notification bell icon.
And if you want to help us make more of these fun things, then you can. Oh my god, it's that easy. Support us via Patreon, it is monthly, or join the channel, also monthly, or you can do one-time support donations via PayPal, which is trekyards@hotmail.com, a super chat on any live topic that we are discussing, things that Stuart just said there, or a super thanks. If you love the Larson, you want to put your hand up, your one hand up to the ceiling, but do this, and if you want to grab your lightsaber and do this,
then you can be a Larson yourself.
Then you could be a Larson, and support us by, super, whatever I said, super thanks. There you go. In the chat right now, anything helps us out. Maybe $3 for $1 for one sell. There you go. Or just comment, like, all things. And if you've watched the end of this intro, then you watch the next video. I'm still talking. Why are you watching my outro? We always make these. Are you watching them? We don't know.
They're always unique too.
But comment if you've watched this far, Stuart. Are you still watching my outro? Because I don't know.
I was zoned out like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, because we just do the outros
here.
and like, do you watch the outros, guys? And if you do, comment. If this video gets 10,000 comments saying I'll watch your outro, we'll keep doing outros as good as this.
They're all different, and some of them are funny, so you got to watch them. Plus the fleet videos after this, so hopefully they watch for the fleet video.
So what are you doing for lunch after this, Stuart? Yeah. What's for dinner?
Actually, I have a can of Tim Hortons chili up in the cupboard. I'm gonna make that and make some toast and dip the toast in the chili. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, we had sausage and mash yesterday. Not sure today though.
I love that.
Yeah,
mashed potatoes are like they're like my favorite food.
I mean sweet potato mash. Don't know if you like sweet potatoes.
I hate sweet potatoes.
See, I know the texture's weird, but it can be very tasty. It was a good balance of being tasty and not. Don't know what I'm today though. Might be maybe fish fingers. I don't know, vegetables. I don't know.
Well, regardless of what he does, he's Commander Cockings.
He's got a Foley. Comment below you watch the outro.
Watch the fleet video too.
Yeah.
And comment, yes, that I watch the outro. Anyway,
see you next time.
Bye.
Bye guys.